What is this? Giants promotions last year pre-spring, I believe, approach where Frederick was literally camping mid, and you'd have gold card into Cocoon and trying to like snowball the lane that way. So you can shut down a pick like Ahri.
And yeah, the TF coming in there once again. You can see those full team compositions on your screen. Once again, make sure to use those hashtags.
Just not try to dive the graves. Maybe that's a recipe for disaster. Let's just focus on getting Tahm Kench with his ultimate, get behind him. Kalista, Twisted Fate comes in, he's dead. Suddenly you have the map under control.
Vitality from day 1 to day 2 in week 1. Gonna hold that for a second because Sencux comes in, lands the gold card, but also gets charmed up. So Nukeduck is able to get away and has blend and has flash.
Yeah, he doesn't care. That's actually combined with the Aegis and the Maw, even though we talked about Vitality not having any tanks, still lost a pretty long while here. Fate's Call comes in, kaSing is thrown in.
It's onto Nisbeth though, and he has his ultimate, jumps in, comes in with a flash, and knocks Cabochard into the team, lines him up for a good Q, but that one will miss, and Shook comes in, lands the Q onto Nisbeth. Will he decide to jump in? Now he does, once the ultimate has worn off, and that is first blood, ladies and gentlemen, at 20 minutes into the game.
First blood goes down, finally.
Oh, Shook looking for a follow-up though onto Wunderwear. However, it is Wunderwear after 20 minutes of farming, and he's Tahm Kench. Yeah. Fun fact, that was the latest first blood, what a shocker, of LCS so far. The other one was at 16 minutes, so a big difference already, and that was Giants Elements. We're going to have another player in the mid lane. Oh, Gold cast the minion. He had that one coming, and Hjarnan will drag back kaSing into safety, and nothing.
I love the ripple effect. If Morg's ulting somebody and you pull her out with face call, you kind of go, no, my tethers.
Mid lane Sencux has now picked up the Abyssal, is a fair ways behind in terms of gold. This will be the third dragon going over to Vitality, and you've seen the reactive plays they've had, which are working out very well for them if SPLYCE go for their fight. And once again, Nisbeth's going to jump in. He knocks away Nukeduck, but misses up the combo. Shook is going to get CC'd under the tower, and he goes down. But now the chase comes out from Nukeduck, and it's so many low targets. There's another charge. Picks up 1, picks up 2. Looking for a third kill here as he jumps forwards onto Trashy. Very low, and doesn't get the last Q to finish him off. But Tahm Kench was left in no man's land, and he'll go down for the third kill. 4 kills now over to Vitality, and 3 picked up in that last fight.
Oh, but it's risky. You knocked him straight over the wall, did not get the combo. At that point, the fight was already lost, and Vitality capitalized with 3 kills, barely 4. Actually pretty tanky.
Which is not what we thought was going to happen in Champions Day, when we expected to go for more mid-game fights and more skirmishes.
Tahm Kench is 1v2 in the bottom lane, so that might prompt a re-engage here in the mid lane.
Potentially engage coming out. Sencux immediately bound up by kaSing though, and we'll get the CC down, but the composition is very squishy from SPLYCE, but it's actually Nukeduck who is the first one to go down, and this is actually an advantage to SPLYCE. In the bottom lane though, they are taking so much.
Yeah, Wunderwear is just watching them take the base. That's just sad. So that was a good engage by SPLYCE, because usually your tank can keep them off a little bit, or at least maybe eat Hjarnan here. Hjarnan should be down.
Got him.
But you really want to make sure you push out mid, go back to D-Ward, push out mid again. We see an engage here, finally from Wunderwear, eat somebody, Abyssal Voyage goes in.
He's so far away from the team though, but it is Nisbeth who comes with him, so he's very tanky in his own right. And once again, gets the pick onto Nukeduck, and that's the first kill of the fight. Hjarnan picks up kaSing, but he actually doesn't go through the wall. Gets the CC down onto Kobbe though, but the rest of the team is not with him. He has to flash away. Sencux looking to get in range, and there's the second kill of the fight. SPLYCE may be coming back into this. And it had to be this timing as well, because Dragon just spawned, and this would have been the 5th one of the game for Vitality. Now denied for SPLYCE.
But other side of the map, 4 TF ulti. They can just push out mid right here, zone with the Spooky Ghost, zone with the Binding. That's going to be some poke that forces the ultimate on Nisbeth.
Has to use the ultimate with the CC chain coming in.
And surprise SPLYCE maybe, but even instant-starting it. That's risky though.
Now the Abyssal Voyage play can't really work with Nisbeth, but they're already in range. Maybe they can get a pick onto Wunderwear, but he is very tanky. We'll be going to Grey Hell. Now Trashy and Kobbe come into the fight, but is it too late? Because the top laner is down. Repel comes up. Nisbeth only now combos, but he has no ultimate from the last play. Sencux has to try and get away, along with Kobbe, but only the carries are alive. He has to burn his flash, but they're on the wrong side of the map. 3 for 1 over to Vitality.
That's bold. Engaging on the Tahm Kench instead of the 4-man flanking party. Bold move here from Vitality, but it pays off. They kill Tahm Kench off tearing through their entire grave of health. Kobbe gets caught.
That is not good. He's going to be CC'd for what feels like centuries, and that means that Sencux will also go down. Finally, Vitality can go back to the Baron, take this one out, and take a lot in the base of SPLYCE.
Yeah, a lot of control that will come off this Baron. More importantly, they just won another fight, another ace. Gold gap going up right here. 11,000 gold right now.
As you mentioned earlier, Krakow.
That's in Poland, I'm here.
We're going to have to get a really good engage from Nisbeth. He has his flash, however. Kobbe gets chunked before this fight happens. The inhibitor's still alive, but is going to go down extremely quickly. Sencux is trying to get the CC down onto one of the carries. He gets it off, but has to go into Zhonya's. Now he is not in a good position. He will be falling. In fact, he goes into Wunderwear. He spits him to safety, but maybe Wunderwear going down as he goes through his grey health all the way into the death chamber. 1-0 over to Vitality, and now they close in for the win.
That grey health into grey screen there for Wunderwear. Nobody there to eat him. Sencux ulti comes out. Pulverized combo from Nisbeth.
But there's no one to follow up in this fight. Sencux and Kobbe are too far back. Sencux pops his ultimate, but where is he going to go? Back onto the spawn pad. There's very little that SPLYCE can do in this situation, and Vitality are literally just toying with their food as they take down the Nexus itself. Now they go for the final fight, padding their stats in the Fantasy LCS. There goes the Nexus. Vitality take home the win.